Good morning, guys. You're tuned into the Now Morning Show where we're feeling festive. And as I told you, you can be festive with fashion. Heading into the Christmas, then Carnival season, if you're looking for a gift for me, this is the perfect time. And we are exploring the fashion tour program from the 17th installment of Swahili Fashion Week. To tell us more about it this morning, Natifa Alexander Romero, the CEO of Caribe Fashion Specialist, joins us on the Now, along with some models who will grace this set shortly. For now, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome. Thank you.
I'm excited, as you can tell, because I like clothes. But I particularly like when we see clothes that reflect us. So tell me a little bit about how the transition, or the merger, if you will, from Swahili Fashion Week to Trinidad's shores took place.
Well, Caribe Fashion Specialist, we launched our fashion tour program, which is a program to take local designers and models to various fashion weeks across the globe. So out of our Fashion Odyssey event, which is a platform to showcase upcoming designers, Mr. Young would have showcased in that event in 2011. So he has been established. So we decided that for our first fashion tour, we would use one of the brands that showcased in our very first fashion event, which was Kirby Young Designs.
Nice. This is the Mr. Young you're referring to.
Kirby Young Designs.
Nice. So if you were to describe Kirby Young Designs in terms of the fashion itself, how would you?
Kirby Young Designs is a very Caribbean brand. So he's born in Guyana and lived in Trinidad for more than 17 years. He's also lived growing up in Barbados. He's experienced the Caribbean.
I was about to challenge you on that. What does it mean to be Caribbean? He's literally been everywhere.
Yeah, he's been across the Caribbean, visited different countries. So he has a very Caribbean aesthetic, colorful, playful prints, bold colors, different silhouettes in terms of the body shaping. So it really, one thing we heard out of him visiting Swahili Fashion Week, which took place from December 6th to the 8th. So he went to Tanzania and showcased, being the first Caribbean designer to showcase in Tanzania at Swahili Fashion Week. It was their 17th year. So it was a really big thing for us having him being the first Caribbean designer to showcase. And it was really well received. I have one of his kaftans here this morning.
Nice, nice.
Very beautiful. Right. So it was really well received, and they loved the aesthetic, they loved the prints, they loved the fabrics, they loved the presentation.
Now, one of the things that we've been seeing is a lot of bridging of that gap in terms of the diaspora. Africa is home, so they say, but we have a lot of gaps that we need to fill in, and a lot of it is done through clothes. We learn from what cultures represent, or colors rather represent certain cultures or certain auspicious occasions. So do we see that reflected in any of the pieces we might see this morning as a result of that visit, or all Caribbean?
It's all Caribbean because he would have created the collection here and then took it to showcase. But one thing that they would have mentioned before his collection went down the runway is that his collection was an inspiration of the African influence on Caribbean culture. So even though we have taken it and made it into our own thing, you can see the reflections of the silhouettes, the patterns from the African culture in Caribbean fashion.
And we're talking about seeing it because, as promised, we do have some models on set with us this morning that are going to show us some pieces. And as they make their way down our makeshift runway, you're going to give us a little insight into the pieces themselves, because one of the things we can celebrate in Trinidad and Tobago is how diverse the body types are. So when we talk about Kirby Young Designs, are we seeing something for men, women, girls, boys, everybody? What are we looking for?
So predominantly he does design for men and women. He can do children. He has done children in the past. This specific collection is a resort collection. So if you're thinking, okay, what am I wearing on vacation, whether I'm going to the Caribbean, I'm going to North America, of course not in winter time, but something that I can wear if I need to just go shopping, or if I want to go to a little event or a brunch. You have things within the collection to speak to every aspect of your resort experience.
Well, if we are getting ready for the Christmas season and you're thinking of buying a ticket for somebody, you might need a new wardrobe. So we're going to be joined by some models on set this morning that will give us an idea of some of the pieces we can enjoy from Mr. Kirby Young, starting with this number.
And this is Christina, and she's actually one of the models who was supposed to go to Swahili Fashion Week. She was expected to walk. Unfortunately, unfortunately, funding was not available, but she will be going in 2025.
Nice.
And this is, of course, a dress that you can wear if you have to go to a brunch, if you have to go to an evening party. So it's sort of what Caribbean people like to say is elegantly casual,
Yeah.
right? But it's what they would call semi-formal.
Right.
Then we
This
have
is my
Alicia,
love.
and Alicia is wearing a what we would like to call evening dress. So it's not formal, but it's not casual.
Right.
And we have the beautiful straps and open backs for people who want to show a little skin and be a little sexy, but still look elegant. And Alicia is also going to Swahili Fashion Week in 2025.
Love that.
So, and then we have Oba. So
wow.
Oba is wearing a two-piece short pants and shirt, and this is for definitely if you want to go to the beach, you're walking through the hotel, you're just casual, but you want to definitely catch someone's eye out there.
For sure. All the eyes.
This will be for the guys who want to be grabbing the ladies' attention on the resort.
Now, I'm loving that all of these things can be dressed up or worn casually.
Yes.
Because, I mean, Caribbean life, that's what we do, right? We have some times where we want to be really dressed up, sometimes where we want to be more casual. But size-wise, I noticed that your models are relatively on the smaller side.
But these garments, because they are standard fashion models, but these garments can be worn in small up to the biggest size because the silhouette, as you can see, is loose fitting, so it will look good on any body type.
Pieces, though, are made to order or in store. How do we?
You can order on his website. So the website is kirbyyoungdesigns.com. His location is at number 14 El Tico Main Road. So it's East-West Corridor, easy to get out if you're coming, even from south, up the highway, and you're
good to
there.
go. Now, I'm loving that he has something for ladies and gents, casual and otherwise, and then that he's all local. But if a model, or rather not a model, a designer wanted to become a part of the contingent to go on to the next expedition.
So if someone would like to be a part of any one of our programs, if it's the fashion tour that they would like to go to Fashion Week for next year, they can contact us via social media.
For next year still?
For 2025, yes, they can still get in for next year.
I like that for us.
And also, if they would like to be a part of the Fashion Odyssey, we're doing 2 Fashion Odyssey showcase because that is where we pick the designers from, because we have to make sure that you have your website up, that you're actually ready for the international market. We have Fashion Odyssey happening in January, but that's already outfitted and filled. It's happening between the 31st of January and the 2nd of February at the Center of Excellence. So we have a 3-day, people can check out our social media. The first day will be engaging students, having a lecture on what the fashion industry is and how they fit into it. So that's the first day. The second day, we're doing an industry expo for services for the fashion industry. So you're not going to be seeing designer boots, you're going to be seeing places that sell sewing machines, people who do garment construction. We're trying to engage the embassies for them to come in to be able to say, okay, you can do production in our country. Because information for the designers has been a problem. So that's what the expo is about. And the last day, of course, is the Fabulousness, the fashion showcase, the 2nd of February. And everything's happening at the Center of Excellence.
Of course, we're going to head to social media to get more information on that. But let me say thank you very much to our models and to you as well. Because when we talk fashion, we're getting festive still. And I really appreciate that. Now you all have no reason not to get me good Christmas gifts. Wow. Guys, we are in our morning show. It is a fantastic Friday, the Friday before Christmas. And so we say thank you very much to Natifa Alexander Romero for joining us this morning. Kirby, we appreciate you, Mr. Young, for all your fashion, to the models this morning as well. And we hope that you're feeling festive. We have even more after this commercial break.